For the day that I'm going to be absent, I decided to leave you guys review work so that you know how to do it and can get it done. Okay, so first we're going to be working with the inverses. Now for this one, we do have H, A, and O, Y because we have the 90-degree box. It's not like the new stuff where we don't. Okay, so if the 90-degree box is here, then that means that H is on the other side. They don't touch. Okay, then we look for the degree, and that means H and A. So H is the top, A is the bottom, and this would be O. You are going to scribble out the empty one. Okay, this has H and a 6, O and a 4. That means the A gets scribbled out. So because the A got scribbled out, that means you need to use sin. Sin is the one with O and H. So then we are going to use sin inverse. Okay, it is reversed because X is on the inside. And then we put the O at the top. It's always O on top, 4 on top of 6. Type that into your calculator and you get your answer. X equals something degrees. So it is a degree answer. Okay, so for your calculator, what you need to be typing is you need to be pressing the second button. It's blue. And then the sin button. So it's the one that says sin. It's above the 7. And the reason that we press that is because when you press the blue button, it goes into sin -1. And then you just got to type 4 divided by 6, press enter, and then you have your answer. So your answer should be 41.8. 41.8 degrees. Okay, new one. Okay, if I go too fast, just pause the video. Okay, H, the box is here, so that means H is on the opposite side. They don't touch. Then I look for the degree. That's where X is. H and A. So if the top is H, the bottom is A, and this one would be O. Okay, I am going to cross out the one that is blank. This one has a 29 with the O. This one has a 14 with the A. So the H gets scribbled out. So which one has O and A? That would be tan. Inverse, because we're reversing it. O, A at the bottom. O would be 29 at the top. A would be 14. Again, you got to press the second button first, the one that's blue. And then you got to press the tan button. It's above the 9. Okay, because it goes into tan -1. And then you put 29 divided by 14. And you would get X equals 64.2 degrees. And that would be your answer. Okay, last one. We would get H. The box is here, so this one is H. They don't touch. And then here's the degree. So H and A. Bottom is H, top is A, and this would be O. I am going to scribble out the A. So that means I have to use the one with O and H, which would be sin. Sin, -1, O on top, 12, H at the bottom, 54. Okay, second sin, 12 divided by 54. And we get X equals 12.8 degrees. All right, might as well do the last one actually. So here we have the box. So this is H. Look for X, the degree. That means the top and bottom, H and A. And then the O would go here, but you would scribble it out because it's empty. So you would have to use cosine, -1. A on top, 25 on top of 40. Type that into your calculator. And you would get X equals 51.3 degrees. And that is the work that you would have to do on ALEKS. So I would recommend that you grab a scratch piece of paper, draw your triangles, label them H, O, and A, and then just do the inverses and type them into the calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. And again, press the second button and then sin second, tan second, cosine. All right, so other than that work, I also left you guys with a very easy work, right? We haven't learned this in class, but it's so easy, so you can get it done when I'm not there. Really, you're just solving for the variable. So for number 1, you need to solve for y. You should know how to do this. Okay, the y is on the left. It's not by itself, so you need to get it by itself. So that means move the 6. Because it's adding 6, the opposite is to subtract 6. You do that to the both sides. These two cancel. the y is left over, and then 20 minus 6 is 14. And that's your answer. Okay, so I will also be leaving these examples on Alex. Number 2, get x by itself. It's not by itself, it has a 10. It's minus 10, so the opposite is plus 10 to both sides. X equals 22, and that's the answer. That's really how they all work. You should be able to do just about all of them. Even if the numbers are at the beginning, like number 14, get k by itself. You need to move the 13. It is a positive 13 because I don't see a minus sign right here. So it's positive. The opposite of positive is negative 13. I get k left over, and then I get 12, so that's the answer. Okay, so that's really how you should just be doing all of them. Solve them all, get them done, turn in the worksheet. Okay, the back of it, well, we'll do one more. 6. M is on the left. I need to move the 5. It says minus 5, so the opposite is to add 5. On the calculator, you get M, comes down. On the calculator here, make sure that you put negative 10 plus 5. Okay, negative is under the 3. So you got to look for the button that says 3, and underneath it, there's this little negative button. It actually has parentheses, so it looks like this. Okay, press that button first, then put negative, so this button, negative 10 plus 5. Negative 10 plus 5. Because you start from the top, negative 10 plus 5, and you should get negative 5, and that would be your answer for 6. Okay, so again, you should be able to do these. And then the ones on the back are multiplying and dividing. So 19, x is on the left. It is 2 multiplying with x. When they're next to each other, they're multiplying. So the opposite is to divide by 2. You want to divide by the number next to the x. These cancel. I get x equals 8 because 16 divided by 2 is 8. So that's done. Here, same thing. I want to get t by itself. So I need to, it's 3 times t. The opposite is to divide by 3 because that's the number next to t. T equals 5. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Number 21. This says k divided by 2. So if it's dividing by 2, the opposite is to multiply by 2 and multiply by 2. Here, these two cancel. And then I get k. And 6 times 2 is 12. So my answer would be 12. That's really how you just do all of them. I'll do another row, this row, 25. So here, n divided by 10. The opposite divided by 10 is to multiply both sides by 10. These cancel. I get n equals 400. Okay, h divided by 4, the opposite is to multiply both sides by 4. So 15 times 4, 60. H equals 60. And in this last one, 9s, that means they're multiplying. When they're next to each other, they're multiplying. So the opposite is to divide by 9. And I get s equals 9. And then we're done. So finish the worksheet, turn it in, and then you have problems like this on Alex, problems like this on Alex, and problems like this on Alex to do.